How is everybody doing? How everybody doing on this Monday night? How is everybody doing on this Monday night? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody doing a-okay. And prayers got out to you new and her family and the people in that surrounding area. For the bad weather they having. Respect to this media, you new Sniper, Rimrock TV, Kenyon 29, Papa Will, the boss, Brooklyn Hood, Shawanda Williams. Respect to y'all. And everybody else that is watching in the bush, respect to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? And this right here, I want to go ahead and say this right here. First of all, I want to say this right here. Alpha Buckeye, Upper Buckeye, respect to you. I heard a talk with K-9. I had a talk with K-9. We had a talk, and we all came to agreement. We are not going to go back and forth with them people over there until Mondo is back. So for right now, I have called off K-9 for right now until Mondo is back. And that's all that needs to be said about that. That's all needs to be said about that. Because I know I know K-9 is ready to go. So for right now, we had decided that we are not going to go back and forth with the people over there. Well, Mondo is not here. That's all. That's all the Wolfpack Council. We're gonna continue doing our content, what we normally do, and keep doing it and keep doing it. That's all we say with that. And for what Mondo did yesterday, I don't have no problem with it. He did it for his own channel. I don't have no problem with it. And the other Wolfpack Council member, they don't have no problem with it. So if we don't have no problem with it, why should anybody else? Why should anybody else have a problem about him coming on live and telling all the mothers Happy Mother's Day yesterday? I don't have no problem with it. Do anybody in my chat have a problem with it? I don't think nobody in my chat has any problem with it. I don't think they do. But I'm telling you this right here. If you expect us to respond to you from here on out, forget about it. We're not going to respond. We don't care what you say or how you say it, whatever. We're not going to respond to you. Bottom line. Because we as Wolfpack Council, we're all in agreement. We're not responding. Until Mondo come back. Y'all can talk about us all you want to. We're not responding. So, because I'm not going to tell you what you're doing. I'll let you figure it out. But we are here to give real content. And that's all I had to say about that. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? What I'm finna do is, see, hold on. I got it from my cursor. What I'm finna do here, and I gave some pretty good stuff in our group chat, right? We was over on another channel. They were talking about this man in New York that with one hand had a loop in his belt and threw around this woman's neck, pulled her down. She was unconscious, and put her between cars and had sex with her. Miss Chicago respect. You know that Alpha Buckeye. Pulled her down and had sex with her. They caught her. But on the one problem, people went on social media and the only thing they had was the headline. The police in New York had to protect one man because they thought that man was him. BK Guns, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? They thought that man was him, which it wasn't. Because two things could have happened. That man could have been in the hospital unalived, and whoever would have did that to him, they've been locked up for what? Because of the wrong man. So I'm asking y'all, what really going on with this country? What's going on in our city? All these cities, right? And then I got an update. The man was married and had a child, and his mother want to come on and say, begged her son to turn himself in, and she said she didn't want to turn him in. I do not care what kind of drugs or anything that they or he was on. And his mother said she got to live with that for the rest of her life, what he did to that woman. That's why I say females, even some males, be vigilant when you walk in at night. Pay attention to your surroundings. Thank you, BK God. Pay attention to your surroundings. Because if you don't pay attention to your surroundings, ain't no telling what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's going to happen. And then here's another story. I want to see how y'all feel about this. See how y'all feel about this. Our children, our precious little jewels, right? Our precious little jewels. A teacher who was about to be married in 3 months was coloring with not a 17-year-old, but an 11-year-old, an elementary school, 10-year-old, 11-year-old elementary school child. How disgusting. Found letters and everything she wrote to him. And he wrote to her. How disgusting. What kind of sick people out there? Then over there in London, over there in England, this woman, a teacher, she had got locked up for having relations with one of her students, which he wasn't even 16 yet. Then she got out on bond. She got out on bond. She got out on bond. Guess what she did when she was out on bond? She got with another little boy who wasn't 16 and had sex with him multiple times. And guess what? She's pregnant. She is pregnant by that young man. What kind of sick people are there out here? What kind of sick people are there? See, we got some sick people all over this world. We got sick people in your neighborhood. You got sick people that are sick in your family. So what that tell you about people out here? They are stone cold crazy. What possess you in your right mind as a woman or man, if you 40 some years old, going out of 17, 16, 18, 19, and under, young man and young girl, young woman, what are you thinking in your sick head? What do y'all have in common? Y'all can't have nothing in common. Come on. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ooh, so it was an accident. And I'm gonna tell you this story right here. Tell you this right here. And then this is another story. I'm gonna ask y'all this right here. If a double supervisor and this teacher got fired for letting his students do his hair, with some parents that had no problem with it. Okay. What is some of the young men and young women that he teaches his student want to be a beautician? Miss V, respect to you. What if them young students want to be a beautician? And his student love him. And he care about his students. But yet they fired him. But yet a teacher can do all sorts of things about it. But he got to be in an uproar cause look how many times a teacher done something to somebody. They didn't get fired. Look how many times a teacher had done something to a student and haven't got fired. They might get it put on administration leave with pay. See, I don't see no problem with that. Long some old adults were there. If the parents, some of the students' parents were there, if they didn't have no problem with it, why the hell the schools have a problem with it? Because it went viral? Respect you, knew. Because it went viral? You got a problem with it? I don't see no problem with it. You shouldn't see no problem. You should see no problem with it, right? Okay. Let me see. Hold on. And I'm telling you this right here. It's crazy how people get misconstrued and mixed up and stuff, especially in the real world. Especially in the real world. But I'm tell you this right now. If that right there would be anything else, anything else be uncivilized, and you got a problem with it. You got a problem with it. Why should you have a problem with it? I don't have a problem with it. You should not have a problem with it. Oh, I got some more stuff that'll make you cry and turn over a new leaf. So why do people do what they do? Why do people do stuff that don't benefit them? Hold on, I'm finna find some. I'm finna tell you a crazy story here. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find it here. I'm finna tell you a crazy story here. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I found it. I found it. What if, what if I told you that an event volunteer bit a chunk of a cop's head at a music festival? What would y'all say to that? It's crazy. I'm trying to get to the story. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get to the story. Trying to get to the story. I'm gonna read the article for you. I'm gonna see how y'all take this. I'm gonna see how y'all take this right here. I'm gonna get to the story. I'm gonna get to the story. Also has chomp bitten out of his head at a drug-rated Florida EDM festival. That's crazy. They was doing, they were openly doing illegal drugs at this festival. This is home county, Florida. I don't know what EDM means. I don't know what EDM means. I don't tell you the truth. An EDM festival in Ponce de Leon led to more than 50 drug arrests and and an injured officer. Soulfest, a music and art festival held at Vortex Springs, saw open drug use, including a 17-year-old who was found unconscious from an overdose. Mm, 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 mm. Because multiple people were arrested for drug possession, ranging from mushroom to cocaine, the home county office implemented a foot patrol of the venue. During the foot patrol on Monday, a Holmes County Sheriff Office deputy was attacked by a vet volunteer. It's funny, but not funny. She wanted to win, but I ain't say respect to you, some of that. I don't see nothing funny about it. It ain't nothing funny about that, is it? Ain't there's nothing funny about it, but it is kind of funny. Think about it. From think about the drugs that was there. From mushroom to cocaine, openly doing it in public at a festival. That's crazy. James Michael Anderson, the volunteer, assaulted the deputy and attempted to grab the deputy's gun per HCSO. The officer sustained serious injury, including suffering from a chunk bent out of the back of his head. That's crazy. That's crazy. I got a picture of him, but I can't see it. Can't show it to you. Though HCSO made an image of the officer injury available, it's not included here due to the graphic nature of the injury. Check what Anderson was under the influence of. Check what he was under the influence of at one time. PCP, LSD, ketamine, mushroom, ecstasy. That was he was under the influence when he attacked the deputy. Then he continued to fight even after being tased until several other deputies eventually restrained him. He faced a charge of aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest with violence, along with issues from drugs and violence. Two Ponce de Leon schools were closed Monday due to traffic issues that arose from Soul Festival. That's a lot of Uggs, as you knew what to call it. That's a lot of Uggs he was in the system. Think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of drugs that's in his system. J2, respect. And he was a big man. Anybody else would have been gone. But what got me, a 17-year-old, was unconscious because he overdosed. Make that make sense. And at this festival, open drug use. But it is the state of Florida. It is the state of Florida. So this is just a little bit tad piece I want to bring to you. Okay. Let me see it. Can I find any more? Hold on. See, can I find any more for you? And this is what I'm telling you about, right? Elementary school teacher. And the bride, and the groom, the supposed groom, his friend said he has called out the wedding. It's bad enough. Just think how that feels that your your fiance cheated on you, cheated on you. Is getting cheated on is bad enough, right? Get cheated on is bad enough. Just think, just think. What even more hard? She cheated on her fiance with a 10-year old, a 10-year old. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna just read it to you. All right. I told you, got some crazy people in these places, right? And it's crazy how things goes, and people don't want to pay attention. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. So I make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Hold on. Trying to pull this down. Hold on. Make sure I got it. Make sure it pulled up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. A 24-year-old Wisconsin elementary school teacher was arrested Wednesday for allegedly making out with her fifth grade student less than 3 months before her wedding. Less than 3 months before her wedding. Dang! Madison Bregman alleged abuse of an 11-year-old boy came to light when the student's mother overheard her son talking to the teacher on the phone. This per CBS News Minnesota reported. The victim's parent allegedly found Texas between the pair, and the boy's father then stormed into River Crest Elementary School with printouts of the conversation. Okay. The rain text chain included a message from the teacher allegedly discussing multiple encounters inside the classroom during lunch or after school. She also accused of telling the child how much she enjoyed him touching her and making out, the charging document states. I'm gonna have another news article. I'm gonna see how y'all feel about that. Okay. Inside her bag, police also found a photo with the victim's name on it, containing many handwritten notes talking about how much they kissed one another. The charge alleged. According to the document, when officer asked about text exchange between the two, Bergman invoked her right to an attorney. I would too. I invoke my right to an attorney too. I would too. When you invoke your right to an attorney, would you invoke your right to an attorney? Okay. The accused pervert has since been placed on administrative leave and barred from contacting any district student, parents, or staff. The Hudson School District told parents the same day as her arrest. Okay, okay. Let's take this for instance. You see what she did? They didn't fire her. They put her on administrative leave for what she did. But the black man just had a student taking out a hair doing his hair with other adults around and with some students parents around. They want to fire him. Yes, she was Caucasian and he was black. That other teacher was black, and the student loved him. What is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture, people? What is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with these teachers these days? So that right there, and then she began teaching. She facing one count of first-degree child sexual assault. She was released on a $25,000 signature bond. So, in other words, she sat herself out for $25,000. $25,000. What in the world is really going on? You think a man could get sign a signature bond if he did that to a young lady? You do y'all think he could do? You think a man could have signed himself out like that for $25,000? You think? Come on now. I don't think. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. She supposed to be able to sign herself out on a signature, $25,000 signature bond. Ain't no way. I got something for y'all women. I got something for y'all women here right quick. Got something for y'all women. One more. Then I'm calling a little night. Got one more for you. Got one more for you. Just hold on. Give me a minute. Wait till y'all hear this title. Wait till y'all hear this title. Wait till y'all hear this title. It's still trying to come up. Okay. The headlines say women expose scary reality of dating men and why some have turned to dating other women. Yeah, you heard me right. Women expose scary reality of dating men and why some have turned to dating other women. Okay, let's take a deep dive in this. Let's take a deep dive in this. It was published on May 13th, 2024. Okay, here we go. Okay, I might have to put that warning sticker, the warning banner. Hold on, put that warning banner up. Mhm. I'm back. I'm back. I had to put that warning banner up. It might trigger somebody. Hold on. Okay, there's a foreign hand under my skirt. It's moist with on over familiarity with sweat. This is the third time tonight it's found its way onto my thigh. I want to swat it like a cockroach before it crawls any further towards my underwear. Instead, I twist my face into a smile and say, "Stop being cheeky." Okay. I'm stalling while I do the calculation of how I can get this man out of my apartment. I could rip his greasy fingers from my body and tell him to leave like every cell in me is screaming to do, but the art aren't in my favor. There are gruesome news stories racing through my mind of women who been strangled, shot, set on fire, stabbed, and buzzed to death by men they rejected. The idea is to let him go through with what he's trying to do. If I don't put up a fight, I'm less likely to get hurt, even though I don't want to sleep with him. Of course, then he might come back. Okay, okay. I see where she going with it. He know where I live now, and reporting him will be largely pointless because blah 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 blah. You know where. Uh, okay, we know where that. We already know where that. We already know where that going, right? Okay, she says a lot has changed. A lot has changed about her dating life since then, though not perhaps in the way you imagine. I've invited several more complete strangers from dating app back to my apartment. Come on now, come on. You invited strangers you met out back to your apartment. That's mistake number one. That's mistake number one. You invite them back to your apartment. She ain't considered the possibility she'll be raped, beaten, or unalive since that night because they all been women. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, help me get this straight. Cause a man does that to you, and you take a woman back to your house, and you think a woman would not do the same thing to you? Am I crazy, or is she crazy to think that? I just want somebody to answer that. Am I crazy, or or she crazy? She think a woman would do the same thing a man do. Then she said, since coming to the realization she's gay just over 3 years ago, no other difference has been more pronounced than the complete and utter lack of fear I feel around women, including women I literally met for the very first time inside the walls of my own home. It said lesbian booty call too. 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 And its sentiment, it's a sentiment shared among queer women who dated men. Wait a minute, hold up. So, so we'll just invite a complete stranger after meeting them on dating sites back to your house, and you come to realization that you like women because what a man did to you, and you think a woman would not do the same thing to you. Hmm. Let that sink in, people. Will a woman do? Can will and can a woman do the same thing a man do to her? Will a woman and can a woman do the same thing man that a man will and can do to her? She is cray cray. She is cray cray. She said, I jumped in his car. We went and got coffee and we headed out to this quiet lookout area. We were just having a conversation within like a half an hour. He was like, well, are we going to do this or what? I remember looking at him being like, what? He was like, well, this is why we are here, isn't it? She recounts in the clip. I said no, and he cracked the SHIT, lost his temper and left me on the side of the road. And in fact, I got left on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. I was like, I got lucky. This situation is absolutely disgusting. Every time I told this story to a girl, they got a extremely similar situation, but 9 times out of 10, they just did it, went through with the sex to avoid possible violence. See, one, y'all, for one, they mean to Queen Eve respect. Respect Queen Eve. Lady Eve. These women are crazy. One, if you go on a date with a man that you met on an app, you don't go ride with him in his car. You don't invite them over to your apartment, to your place where you live at. You don't do that. You're supposed to drove yourself there, right? But yet, you want to turn to women, they won't do the same thing. You think they won't do the same thing that a man would do. How crazy, how delusional are some of these women? How delusional are some of these women? See, then they said, why women sleep with men when they don't want to? I look at sometimes women and men put themselves in that position. And sometimes the vibes that you give off to the people that you are with. I'm not saying all the time. What do you expect if you take him back to your apartment or you go back to his apartment? What do you expect? What do you expect? Yeah, be safe on the road. Be safe on the road. Lady Queen, Lady EJ, be safe on the road. What do you expect? What do they expect when you meet them on the app, just go on a date, and you take them back to your apartment and invite them inside? What do you expect the man expect? Hmm, a nightcap? The question is, why would you take somebody back to your apartment that you barely know? That's including women too, taking women back. I never understood that. Why do men and women do that? Take a person back to their apartment, and especially women take a strange man back to an apartment. What you suspect is going to happen? What you expect going to happen? Taking them back to the house. What you expect going to happen? Anybody can answer that question? They are crazy. They crazy, and they say this why they turn to women, and they thinking a woman would not do the same thing to them that a man does. We have heard a horror story about a woman doing that to another woman. So I'm giving you a perfect example. I heard of this story. This woman broke up with this woman because she went back to her husband. And guess what the woman did to the other woman? She unalived her. So it don't matter what the gender is. It doesn't matter. You got to sometimes you got to think. Use your head. Yeah, especially nowadays. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Especially if you got kids in the house, right? See, I'm not giving the women no excuse. I'm not giving no excuse. Cause other words, you date men, and let's say you dated them 3 years ago, and because of one experience, you start dating women off the same app that you found these men at. Expect them women, some women, not to do the same thing that man did. What you gonna turn to if a woman do that way? Hmm. And check this out. See, now here's the crazy part right here. They said, and a study by the Australia Institute of Criminology found 3 in 4 women who use dating apps over a 5-year period experience assault. Okay, okay, okay. I can deal with that. But 3 in 4 women. Okay, but how many? Let's do a let's do a stat about criminology about when men used the dating app, and how many times have a woman swindled them out of money? Okay, let's do the criminology. How many women that did that to men? Okay, and it goes on to say, but the men who habitually raise the type of domestic violence in, you said, queer relationship are interested in learning how they can make the world a place where fewer women are unalive by their own partners. So while it's not all men who perpetrate the culture of violence against women, it's definitely the men who try to steamroll discussion about it. But y'all want to make it about y'all want to make it seems like it's just men that does that. Then it goes on to say she's more comfortable to get in a car with a woman. I'm more comfortable to offer to pick another woman up. I disclose more information to women. I just feel safer, she said, who based in Queensland, tells me when I reach out to her to let her know I'm writing this story. Okay. So you telling all your information to women and they taking it all in. So in other words, you pick up a strange woman walking down the street, she's stranded. You don't know if she deranged or not. You don't know what her attention is. You don't know what her attention is. But you you can't say you just said it. That you more comfortable getting in the car with a woman, you more comfortable to offer to pick up another woman and disclose more information to women. But your mind is thinking a woman cannot do that to you. What a man do to you, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Can I put it down? I probably went down too far. Hold on. Did I go down too far? Did I go down too far? Yeah, then she said, I agree. I already divulged more personal information about myself in a phone call than I would if was a man. But the thing is, you're divulging it. You think some women that won't use it against you? You're right, Shay, too. They will do a whole lot, too. Yeah. In fact, what's most striking about this interview is how quickly and comfortably we both mention details like where we live despite not having ever met in person. She said she never had a problem letting a woman know where she lived on a dating app or otherwise. Wait a minute, hold on. Then she gonna say she have never had a problem telling a woman, letting a woman know where she live on a dating app or otherwise. But even when she filming content for social media, she says she careful to conceal her location so men can't find her. A content creator friendly recently had a guy who followed her on Instagram show up outside her apartment building. They gonna do that anyway. But yeah, she think a deranged woman won't do that. She think a deranged woman won't do the same thing a man would do. This woman is delusional, isn't she? This woman real delusional. These women that think like this are delusional. She said after that one selling night, I never. She said she never gave out her address to guys when she was dating men. Why the way you give out your address anyway? That's what I don't understand. Why you give us your address anyway? That was dumb. That was stupid on your part. Not to say what he did was right, but it was stupid on your part because you gave his address and you took it back to your house. Yeah, that's what she should do. At least not until I've been seeing someone for a few weeks. Even then, my friends and I had a protocol in place where I text an emoji if everything was okay. If there was no emoji, someone would ring to do a check-in. What they gonna? What? Come on. This lady is really delusional. She is really delusional, people. She really is. Giving out your address, taking people back to your house that you don't know, and you'll pick up a woman, or you'll take a ride for a woman. Boy, she's delusional. Since she said since she came out, people out there ask me if dating women is easier than men, and honestly, it's not. Dating and relationship present challenges, regardless of the gender or sexuality of the people involved. Also, no one warns you that at some point in lesbian relationship, your period will sync up, and for 1 week out of every month, there'll be so much anger and crying, you begin to question your own sanity. I'm questioning your sanity without that. I'm gonna ask a question in a minute. Then she said, but I will say this: in the past few years, exclusive dating women, my greatest fear has been the possibility of a date may turn out to be a snooze fest, or that she'll look nothing like her profile picture, not sexually assault, or on a lie, and that distinction we need to be talking about. Not whether one gender does dating better, but the women who date men are just picking out their outfits or applying their makeup while worried if their date will like them. They're calculating how they'll get away safely if he won't take no for an answer. She said, this she said now, Jennifer is respect. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But check this out. Check this out. As she explained, she says she's not gay because of her negative experience with men. But I tell you what, it's really nice not to have to worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. I'm gonna ask y'all this question, chat. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Put a one in the chat. If you believe what she just said at that last sentence, that she said she not gay because of her negative experience with men. If you believe that, if you believe what she said, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. I want to just see. Put a one in the chat. If you believe that her negative experience with men is not the reason why she said she gay. Put a one in the chat if you believe that. You believe you do your. Let me repeat it. Do y'all believe Reen she gay because of her negative experience with men? I got a lot of bunch of ones in the chat. Okay. Do you think she was that way before men? Do you think she was that way before men? I don't think she was. It's just a negative experience that she experienced with the men. Yeah, she probably was. I'm gonna tell you another thing. One, she crazy if she think a woman would not do her that way. She crazy. She think there ain't no crazy women out there would do her just like them men. She crazy. She is crazy. She is fake crazy. She is she is past the loony bin. She passed up. She she needs some medicine. She need to be locked up. Oh, back to your cooking? Okay. What you cooking before you go, Jenny? This is what I want. I don't understand that. What's wrong with these females these days? What's wrong with some of them? One want to sleep with 11-year-old, elementary school, fifth grader, whatever grade he was in. But let them tell it. Let them tell it they not. See, some women who have bad experience with men, they have bad experience with men, right? Oh, okay. They have bad experience with men, right? They go to a woman think it's better. Go to a woman think it's better. Cause they think it's better. But there's nothing better. It ain't nothing better, especially when you are thinking that way. When you think that way, like she was thinking, you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss something very valuable. Cause you say you're not that way because bad experience with men, but you dated men, and this man did this to you, and you turn to a woman, invite a complete stranger over your house. I don't care, a man or a woman, and you pick up a woman, you feel more comfortable around a woman, taking a ride for a woman, picking a woman up, and giving out your address to a woman, and then you give your at least you said a week before you give out your address. That's that's insanity. And you invite them back to your house. Make that make sense, people. Make that make sense. It doesn't make no sense to me. Why you want to do all of that stuff and say this and that, but it's not. You said then you're talking about, oh, it's not your better experience with men while you like women. I ain't, I'm not bashing you. I'm just trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to make sense of it. You, woman, got one woman likes the way elementary school child touch her and caress her, and you got you that that do what you do. Then you got this crazy man who was on 5 different types of drugs, banging a chunk out of a policeman's head, which they was at a festival in Florida, and it, and they were doing drugs all night, all day long, wide open. And the sheriff's department only arrested 50 people for doing it. And how many people was at that festival? A whole bunch of them. You make that make sense. See, I tell you, sometimes you gotta be careful who your children around. Sometimes you gotta be careful who you're around. Because because don't don't say because this person or this gender or this community, whatever, whatever, did this to you. Let me stick to gender. This gender did it to you, and because you go to the same gender that you are, that it wasn't a bad experience with that opposite gender that you were dealing with. Respect, ball head Wayne. So you tell me, how do we go about it? How do we fix this? Because there's a whole lot of women that's in that kind of relationship, right? Because they have been abused or something by men, been abused or something by men, and think it won't happen with a woman. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. How how do we as a community, as adults, as adults, men and women, how do we teach our children? And y'all and people wonder what's wrong with our household. No men in them. No men in the household. Stop downgrading the men. The men stop downgrading the women. I'm not bashing that LBGQ thing. I'm not bashing it. Although I don't like it. I just don't like some of the excuses these people use. I just don't like the way they go about their business. Just to put it all in one group. I don't like teachers what they be doing to students. And that teacher in Wisconsin, she got suspended, put on administrative leave, which she still get paid. But while this teacher got his students was doing his hair with adults around and parents around, get fired. Just imagine, just imagine what else goes on in these neighborhoods. Just imagine how do a teacher get administrative leave for messing with a elementary school student get administrative leave? How? Well, a black man would just get his hair braided or taken down, either or, by his student who wanted to do it, and by the parent with their parents there, and some more adults. Because you got mad cause that went viral on his social media, you fired him. And guess what? You just probably destroy a young girl, a young man's life who wanted to become a beautician, who wanted to learn how to do hair. You might stop their dreams from becoming a beautician or a hairstylist. You don't want to stop no child dream, their goals. I guess that's life. And I thank you. Like I always say, like I always say, love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Love yourself, because who can love you better than you love yourself? Self love is the best love. Peace. And keep elevating, keep rising to the top, and keep doing your thing. Peace. And I'm out.